Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Erroneous Opinions Podcast. I'm your host, Kevin Owens. With me this week,
Jonathan Winter.
Fucking A. Another day. Another Friday.
Yeah, we've been missing some people today.
Another wet Friday. It's fucking pouring here at Erroneous Opinions World Headquarters cave.
Stop bitching. Don't you know we're in a drought?
Yeah, it's cats and dogs outside, but I absolutely enjoy it, so I'm not stressing it too much. But yeah, like you said, you know, missing a couple people here. No Sam, no Will.
Fucking assholes.
You know, that's my fault there. I'm going to take the blame on that one just because, you know, life tends to interject. When we started this show, we had you know, the same schedule. Things were going on. You were flexible on the weekend. Well, Friday. And, you know, things changed. Got a new job. Schedule's completely different. I'll be working second shift. And didn't match up. It's not going to match up with Sam, so we got to try and figure out what to do with him, how to get him on the show. Will's still a little more flexible, and, you know, for your Fridays, it's not going to affect you.
I'm available on Fridays. So yeah, Will's looking to move back, right?
Yeah, I think he's still in the process of that one. They're actually hiring at my job, so I'm gonna try and get him hired over there. See if he's open for it. But how was your week?
My week was average. Really slow at my other jobs, you know. Just plugging away. It's really mundane. Nothing exciting.
You know, we gotta get you. I don't know. We gotta do something for you because every week when you check in, it's like, you know, average, mediocre, nothing phenomenal going on. And
nah, I think you know, the older I get, the more jaded I get, the higher that bar goes up. So it's just more like, yeah, that's everyday life. Yeah, bullshit, stupid shit.
I mean, I remember being a kid, and it was like, I can't wait to be a fucking adult. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I've been an adult for a while now, age-wise. You know, a little stunted growth in the mental department, but I don't do shit anymore.
I think that's called being a man.
I do
being
less.
Stunted in the mental department there.
I do less now than I ever did, you know. Definitely, I'm happy being married, you know. Best friends with me all the time, but you know, things, you know, you buy a fucking house, you do all those adult things, and all of a sudden it's like, I mean, fuck, dude, her and I still haven't been to a goddamn bar. In the entire time that we've been together, dating and married, we have yet to go to a bar proper. You know, we've gone to a restaurant, hung out at the bar, whatever, but to actually go to a bar, haven't done it. Felt no need to, but it's something that I'm like, what if I don't like you? What if we go to a bar and I just fucking can't stand you? You know?
Yeah. Oh, the bar environment. The drinking, shooting pool, hanging out environment, you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not missing much, you know, because people are fucking assholes when you get some alcohol into them, you know, and I'm a happy drunk. I'm one of those guys that just wants to be everybody's friend, so statistically speaking, at some point, someone's got to find me annoying and punch me right in the fucking mouth.
Yeah, that's how it kind of goes on my end. I don't look forward to going to the bars that much because I end up being the designated driver.
Right.
Because, you know, like my wife, she works a stressful job, so she usually has one too many cocktails if we go to a bar or some situation. And I'm like, give me one beer and a Diet Coke. Gotta babysit these drunk assholes while we're here.
I let my wife know right away, pretty early on, like, when we go out, I'm the one getting shit canned. You know, and there was, went to a Halloween party, my cousin's house, you know, and I chose one based on necessity. You know how hard it was to find a fat guy's costume at fucking Party City? It was ridiculous. All the costumes I wanted, none of them fit.
Oh, yeah, no fucking way. Fat guy's costume, whatever's in your closet. If you're willing to spray yourself white, you can go as the Michelin Man. Purple, you can go as Grimace.
Right, there you go. always mistaken for Barney because no one knows who the fuck Grimace is anymore.
Not a fucking clue.
They just, and speaking of which, they just brought back the Hamburglar, which I'm pretty shocked at.
I love the Hamburglar.
He's a little different. He looks kind of like WWE Cesaro, who actually took to Twitter and said, "No, I'm not the new McDonald's, fucking Hamburglar." But yeah, man, it's tough finding a fat guy Halloween costume. I had to go with the Mexican bandito. Essentially it was a poncho. That was it. But it had the little, what do they call them? Bandoleros go across, like supposed to be for your ammunition.
Oh yeah.
So it had those, but they had shot glasses all the way
Nice.
across, and then had a double pouch, fit 2 bottles of Cuervo. Was ready to rock and roll. My wife's looking pretty hot. She's in a little, pink Hulk Hogan-esque boa.
Nice.
She dressed slutty. I'm like, right on, dude. I got to fucking, you got to love the slutty girls on Halloween. And she did it, I was like, right on. So we got to the party, and within 45 minutes, maybe an hour, I think I shared 4 shots out of the first bottle. And then drank the rest. There was blackness. I didn't remember anything until karaoke kicked in, and it was Bohemian Rhapsody, right at the big breakdown scene. And I came bursting in the house.
Was it Bohemian Rhapsody at a fucking party where people are getting drunk? That's like a fucking light to moths,
right?
For all the drunk people.
And
you need to find the drunkest people in the room. Put on karaoke and a really famous song, and then they will just stumble towards it.
And so we hit that breakdown, fucking I see a little silhouette and all of that. And that's the part that everybody wants to sing, like that's the fun part. I don't know who I took the mic from, but I fucking ran in the house, grabbed the mic, and I fucking went for it. I was rock star kicking, I was fucking pointing at I was doing everything. And supposedly there's videos somewhere. I haven't seen it yet, but I saw the pictures, and they were those. Well, it looks like I was having fun, but I don't really remember what was going on. And apparently from there, we left. She's taking me home. We had to pull over on the 15 because I gotta up Chuck. It's coming, and I think we'd only been dating. This is our first year dating. She pulls over. Apparently, she had to stop me from wandering out into traffic.
Oh, yeah, and this is the one where, then you start throwing a fit because you want Mexican food.
Yep, I wanted tacos. I threw up all over myself. Needless to say, we trashed that outfit. And somehow she got me from the fucking parking lot in her car all the way upstairs to the bedroom.
Nice.
And I didn't eat a damn thing she bought. So
yeah, I think she was telling me you're mad because your tacos were soggy, and hours later after you got home and woke up.
Yeah, I passed out for a little bit and came out and had the gall to bitch at her that my tacos went in the fridge. God forbid she tried to save anything for me. Nice side note to that story was and there goes Audacity again. Fucking A.
Fuck you, Audacity.
Nice side note to that story is the second time I got drunk, which was, before we got married.
Was the morning after, right?
That
to get rid of the hangover?
No, same thing. I fell asleep for a little bit, woke up, was hungry, and there were no tacos. And now I bitched at her like, how come I don't have any fucking tacos? And she threw it in my face. She's like, you didn't eat the fucking last ones I bought you last year. No. Fucking no more tacos for you, dude. So she's learned. I'm drunk. Just fucking let it be, man. Let it be. Don't buy me shit. So moving on, though.
Yeah, I have the weird ability that I'm cognizant every time I get fucking drunk. And then I have good decision making where I'll get fucking plastered and I'm like, well, I want to drive home at 3, so I better start chugging water now so I have 2 hours to get sober. And this is after, just downing everything in my vicinity.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, so I have very few moments where I black out.
I
think the only one was when my friends was going off in the army. So we threw a party. There's a fucking rock band in the living room of a house. There's like 80 people here. We're just going to town, and I was just chugging Jose.
An actual real rock band, or someone decided to break out the PS3 and like?
Good question. No, it's actually a real rock band, and for the most part, they're still together today. This was like fucking 10, 12 years ago. I think they go by Agori now. They're kind of a metal rock band. Lead singer Dustin and Seth on the drums. Went to high school. So, yeah, real rock band.
All right.
So they're fucking playing, and I'm doing shots with someone of Jose. And not the hard one, because I like the half, the 40 proof, I just think is smoother and tastier, which means that you do more shots and drink more than you normally would. And so I'm getting plastered on that and some other things, and then these three cute Mexican girls and the rest of their group like let's play this game, and you put cards in a circle or some shit, and you pull it, you make up rules, and I ended up going through like 10 beers in 15 minutes because I sucked at the game so bad.
President, or I think it's president. You got a president, a vice president, and it goes down that way. And
then like you draw something. If someone wins, then they make a rule, and if you break a rule, you have to drink, and blah, 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 blah. Needless to say, I went through like fucking, what did I say, like 12 beers in 15 minutes or some stupid shit.
Popular rules in that game to, if you really want to, it's asshole.
It might be asshole.
I was just going to say, if you really want to be an asshole, and I'm like, oh yeah, hence the name of the fucking game.
So that's...
No cursing. That's a big one, right?
Yeah, I don't even know how I ended up breaking so many rules, because I think I was just chugging. Like, I don't know how I lost this game because...
Well, you missed this one. Thumb on the table. Last one with the thumb on the table.
That's probably me, because I had a beer up, and then I'm like, oh, fuck. And so, like, I remember going to the bathroom, I threw up. I remember coming out and being like, oh, guys, I'm done. And then I remember waking up on the floor, which is really unexciting, because I guess I just stood there, watched them, and then just went and laid on the floor 15 minutes later. It's really dumb. And then the only other time, I think I was at a bar. No, I was at a bar with my boss and my coworker. She took me there for my 21st. And I told the bartender, because she had really low cleavage, and I got drunk. And so obviously the first thing that comes to your fucking mind is just an embarrassing story about boobs, right?
Well, to me, low cleavage means saggy tits.
Yes. A little bit of both. She was young, but they're big and, saggy. And so, being drunk, I don't know, I'm flirting with her or whatnot. But obviously I have to tell my boss, my female boss at the time, who took me out because I worked with her since I was 18. She was older. And she's like, yeah, we'll take you out for your 21st. And then my other coworker, and I had like 5 Long Islands, but the bartender just splash of Coke, 99% hard alcohol. Just fucking the most heinous things. And so long story short, I'm staring at this this bartender's tits, and I tell her about the first time I ever saw boobs. And then I get up, I go to the bathroom, I throw up, and then I don't remember like 10 minutes. And then I wake up finishing the story about the boobs to the bartender, and then I end up just quiet on the way home. And if you know anything about me, I'm either quiet or I'm just running my mouth fucking nonstop.
Oh, shit.
All right, fuck that boring story. Let's move on to something else.
Let's get into some news. Let's see here. What do we got for news today? The ever popular and whorish. Well, okay. First off, before we go on that tangent, let's
aren't those one and the same though?
Right.
The ever popular and whorish.
Let's get into the big news. B.B.King passed away at the age of 89.
I think we have to slow that roll a minute, because I think you're going to go into one story.
Yeah, and then
now everyone thinks I called B.B. King popular and whorish.
Well, could have been.
Maybe.
You can't make money without whoring yourself out in that business. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you.
He is 89. He's probably still getting the strange up until 89.
89. Famous for many, many, many songs and reasons and fucking everything.
You were just saying, you like karaoke. Why don't you give me a little rendition?
Little B.B. King?
Yeah, Little B.B. King. Give me a
Well,
favorite.
I can't even, the thrill is gone. Thrill is gone away. I don't have the bass, dude. Gotta have the bass. I ain't got the bass, dude.
It's pretty good, though. It's pretty good for on the spot.
But
me calling you out on your B.B. King.
His black Gibson guitars, Lucille, toured with those bad boys for 60 plus years. It's a huge hit to the music world, man. Like, he's won 15 Grammys in his lifetime. I mean, it's a bummer, dude. Like, he was sick and going through some things, but didn't expect him. Knew he was going soon. Didn't expect him to go within 2 weeks of the last stories that were going around. But man, moment of silence. Now that Sam's not here, we can finally give someone that deserves a moment of silence.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
That. All right. So there we go. That's he will be missed, and I don't know. It's sad when you lose people like that.
That's funny.
No, Sam. No, it's
Sam.
not.
No, it's you're inappropriate, Sam. Go home. You're drunk.
But yeah. So B.B. King passes from someone super interesting, and
But I mean, he's 89, so
lived a life.
Yeah, usually like when actors, artists, and stuff, when they get over 70, you're like, they lived a good life.
I mean, fuck that, dude. With everything you get to do in those professions, now granted, you put up with a lot of bullshit it being in the public eye, paparazzis, people writing stories about you, whatever. It's that trade-off. But you're touring around the world, you're meeting fucking dignitaries, presidents, you're doing stuff that you and I and our listeners or listener will never, we can't even fathom what it would be like to do any of the things, half the things that these people get to do.
Hey, don't tell me. I have a very vivid imagination with lots of practice.
I mean,
I can imagine a lot of things.
I already know if I had money, I mean, just ridiculous amounts of money. Aside from being so smart and brilliant, I'd be Doc Brown, man. Just eccentric, out there, crazy.
Did you just call yourself smart and brilliant?
No, I said aside from those.
Oh, okay. Aside from that. Aside from being smart and brilliant, which is a Doc Brown trait.
Yeah, like I wouldn't have done no time machine in a DeLorean, I'd have tried to do a time machine on my toilet, because if I go back in time, what if, if I go see dinosaurs, dude, I ain't shitting in the woods. I ain't shitting out there. I don't know what I can wipe my ass with. I'm not a scientist.
What else is your fucking time machine going to run off of? Has to run off of feces.
Right.
Fucking a time machine that runs off shit? You're like, oh man, I don't have any. Just go pick up some dinosaur shit. You'll fuel that thing for at least 4 or 5 trips.
Man, that's a
good movie premise.
Yeah, we're gonna
write that down.
Copyright Erroneous Pictures.
Fuck you, hot tub time machine.
What would we call that movie? So we already got hot tub time machine. Like, that's our immediate
Steamin' Johnny's time machine.
Steamin' Johnny's.
It's funny because the toilets are called John's and my name's John.
I mean, we need a big subtitle or a main title for it, because I think the subtitle Turds in Time.
Oh fuck!
So we need
then the sequel
blank
Turds in Time
Turds
2.
in Time. That just killed it. Turds in Time 2. We got nothing. I mean, I guess
Dose Turds.
I guess Turds in Time has been done with both Bill and Ted movies. I love them, but
they're fucking epic.
Horrible by some standards. The fact that I'm still waiting and yearning for a third one just goes to
Bill
show
and
you,
Ted, almost 50.
Right? I'm down for it. I'm game. I'll watch it. But so off of Turds onto, I don't know, shitty topic. The long-awaited Courtney Stodden sex tape
All right.
has been released.
So, I'm not as media or was it fucking? I have no fucking clue. Time magazine, your Sparkles, whatever the fuck it is,
Sparkles magazine.
I'm just making shit up now.
Is that the fucking My Little Pony newsletter?
I don't know. Will was telling me about it. I thought it was one of yours. But for our listeners, because I was vaguely familiar and I had to refresh myself on who exactly she was, who she was married to, and whatnot. So why don't you give us a quick rundown of who Courtney Stodden is?
She is the formerly 16-year-old whore that married 51-year-old at the time Doug Hutchinson from Green Mile and Lost, and I think that's about it. Two-bit acting school he was running at the time that they met online. And her parents were like, yeah, fuck it. Get married. It's all good.
Why not? And so I believe she's been on a series of reality TVs.
A couple. I think she did a Big Brother, I think overseas, where it's one of the first times we got to see her boobs just out.
Her new plastic spheres.
You know what? She's a good looking gal. She's definitely got that porn star look. What she looks like coming out of the pool, no idea. Just fucking makeup running, no makeup, I don't know. But she's got a good plastic surgeon.
She's the only 20-year-old you can have a freaking cougar fantasy about. She fucking looks old now.
Little beat, dude.
She looks like I think you were saying before the show. She looks like a 40-year-old MILF cougar that is on Real Housewives of Hollywood or New Jersey, just fake as fuck. And is the worst looking 20-year-old I've ever seen. And when you see her natural, you're like, wow, she's pretty. And when she go to the fucking doctor, I want to look like I'm 20 years older and a whore. Can you do that for me?
I mean, it's weird, because at 16, the way she was walking around the streets of Hollywood at 16, I'm like, I'll go to prison for that. I'm sure Will would too, aside from the fact that she's not a little boy. She put out one song, if not two, I think. I saw those a while back. But she's got like a weird obsession with Marilyn Monroe. And I follow her on Twitter because, she's whorish and she posts a lot of pictures and whatnot. But I do see a lot of Marilyn Monroe emulation, and it's really good. If she was a street performer or an artist or something like I think she's got that thing that Marilyn had. Now, she went about it the wrong way.
I think, was it Marilyn Monroe to whores is like JFK to presidential candidates.
Right.
Everyone's fucking shooting for that,
And I honestly think that's accurate.
It's like if you're a whore and you've thought or have dyed your hair blonde, that's your idol. It's kind of like if you play basketball and you're aspiring to be a basketball player, like Michael Jordan's your idol.
Well, and it's weird that
Monroe, she's on the flag of whoredom.
Well, and that's your standard cookie cutter, blonde, brunette, whatever. But the other side of that is all your tatted, all your earrings and your piercings, all of those chicks gravitate towards, the Betty Page.
Yeah.
Right? Who really didn't have, no tattoos, no piercings, nothing, but she was in that, she had that wild side. I think she's one of those first girls that was like, just take control of your fucking sexuality and run with it.
I watched a documentary on her. Fuck, she was her own independent woman and did her own shit. And
disappeared. Like fucking Kaiser Sose at the end of Usual Suspects, man. She just
on her own terms, though.
Yep.
Yeah, she's just like, fuck it, I'm done, and then led a private life.
She just recently died within the past 4 years.
Yeah, and no one's seen her in 20-something years until the documentary came out where I guess she spoke later.
That was the one where she didn't want to be on camera, but she did the the like phone interview or whatever.
Something like
Yeah.
that, yeah.
It was a really, really good documentary. But, you know, back to Courtney Stodden, like, so I see a lot of Marilyn Monroe emulation, and I think she's got it spot on. You know, again, went about fame and doing what she's doing now the wrong way. Who I like to, you know, I haven't seen the sex tape yet because apparently...
Really?
Hackers.
Really?
Yeah.
You haven't seen it yet?
Started looking, though.
You sure?
Started looking.
Are you sure you're
I
not
saw
the
bits
hacker?
and pieces. But hackers, apparently, you know, they went after Vivid. Tried to get the code for it for the release and all of that. Vivid ended up shutting them down, so Hackers 0, Vivid 1. You know?
Fucking hackers.
The one time we need them to do something, like, nobody gave a shit about those Sony emails.
No.
You know? Courtney Stodden video comes out and you guys fucking drop the ball. Thanks.
Seriously.
Thanks.
Yeah, fucking hackers, really. Like, the one time, like, you didn't have to have a direct correlation to be your hacking ability and your sex life. You didn't have to prematurely go for it. You could have waited for one person to download that video for, you know, paid, and then blow that shit all over the internet.
Yeah, I mean, like, she reminds me of you know, that Bloodhound Gang lyric. She was hotter than the sun. She just wasn't that bright. But as she goes on, so a lot of the scenes that they do show in like the trailer, like I can't believe porn videos have trailers now. Like I understand your parody, your pirates, your Superman. Those weren't trailers. This is a solo sex tape.
Yeah,
you don't need a trailer.
If it's not a themed porn movie,
you don't need a trailer.
Like if you don't have a story, like there's a beginning, there's a middle, there's an end, there's a plot, there's multiple climaxes.
There's a middle. There's definitely multiple climaxes.
Multiple climaxes. But you know what I'm talking about. Like, you know, a full production value, like, you know, like when like World of Warcraft was big, but I think it's still big. They had like the World of Horcraft and all these other ones. You know. But
I think that was still...
I get it. You can give me a trailer for that.
That was at a time they were still under budget. You know, it wasn't until fucking Pirates came out and broke that Orgasmo ground. You know? I mean, fuck, there were Pirates copies in Blockbuster when Blockbuster was still around. For those kids that don't know what Blockbuster is, it was a four-walled, beautiful place that you could go and rent movies for the evening. But
it is the place where you're like, I don't know what the fuck I want to do. I think I want to watch a movie. Let me grab one of my friends, and we're gonna wander around Blockbuster for a half hour to an hour, busting jokes, trying to pick out a fucking movie,
and ask some hipster bullshit. Have you seen this? Is it good? Well, that movie sucks. That was so and so director's worst film. That was at a period in his. Shut the fuck up, dude. Like, are there boobs in it? That's all I care about. Boobs to explosion ratio. What is it?
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't mean to derail you, but I've seen the Pirates movie. So once they've edited out all the sex to put it in Blockbuster, what was left?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't need a fucking trailer for like Double Penetration 3 or like Face Shitters 4 or whatever the fuck these titles are. You don't need a trailer like,
no,
a man ate a sandwich and waited a few hours until he needed to relieve himself.
I think you got
thanks to Jackie's face, he had the place.
Well, but you got a movie called Face Shitters. You need a trailer because you're creating a want and need, you know, because what we do the under the table shot, right? And we see the sphincters opening and closing, and you know shit's gonna come out, and then they cut scene. Right, and we see somebody else getting ready to get shit on. And then they cut scene. So you don't get the gratification in the trailer of, like, actually seeing someone just go, plop, you know? I think for Face Shitters, trailers warranted. You got to go with the title.
I say, okay, if you don't have, you know, a plot, you're not, like, remaking a movie, you know, like Star Wars, you know, then it's not a trailer, it's a teaser.
Which was really weird that Darth Vader fucked his own daughter.
It's a porn. Nothing's weird. And everything's weird.
Right.
So Yeah, for face shitters, you throw a teaser. You tease it. It's a teaser. For like Star Wars, you throw a fucking trailer. Trailer for fucking just straight up porn. That's stupid. Well, what's the purpose? Like, you've already given me enough to finish my duty,
Right.
and move on. You gave me everything. Like, you're not bringing me in. I just saved the clip and I'm good.
So they're showing the trailer and there's a scene like it's it's her in the bubble bath and fucking doing a sexy strip tease over here, and apparently like the one that everybody's making the big fuss about is there's a really messy scene with an ice cream cone and some ice cream that she rubs all over her boobies and sprinkles, and I'm not a foodie, could do without the food. I think we brought this up before. But to the bathtub reminded me of the one that Anna Nicole Smith did when she was still around.
Well, I mean, really, like, this is a really sophisticated movie. They have the plot, things have to make sense and go. So, she had an ice cream incident, so we can move to the bath. We had to justify getting
Dirty
to the
girl.
bathtub.
But in that scene, like, I'm looking at her and I'm remembering what I remember from the Anna Nicole Smith video, and I think it was a Playboy video. That was back when she posed for Playboy. They put this video out, so it wasn't anything, vivid wise. There was really, it was tame by society standards, even then. But I honestly see Courtney Stodden going down the Anna Nicole Smith route, and I'm telling you, I can't wait until she gets fat. Like, you can't, I mean, you're 20 right now, enjoy it, but come 25, when you've been chewed up and fucking spit out, you're gonna start eating finally. This vegan fucking pita thing that you're on right now, that's fine. That's fine. Like, she actually did the weird thing. You're vegan, you're against fucking, all this animal cruelty shit, but the first time you decide to get naked is in a fucking magazine called Corpses and Brides. Right? Which I for one was like, all right, you piqued my interest. And she's posed with a bunch of fucking dead bodies. I don't think they're dead bodies proper, but it was a really good makeup job, and she's just there naked, a little blood, and, old fucking zombie hand cupping her hoo-ha downstairs, cupping the old fucking, penis warmer. I don't know. But I see her overdosing, at the end of her road.
You calling your shot?
It's going to be an overdose.
Oh, I'll give you the over under 32. Are you taking the over or the under?
32? That's I'm going to say what's the magic mark? Isn't it 27? Like fucking
for young actresses and actors and stuff.
Right? I think isn't it 27, like Kurt Cobain, fucking Amy Winehouse, Belushi, like Hendrix, all these guys, like I think it's a 27
late 20s.
club. Yeah. So I'm going to say 27.
She's taking the under.
Yeah, I'm
all
going
right.
to go for
all
that.
Right, we'll mark that down, and it's 7 years from now.
Yeah,
we're still doing this shit.
Check in.
We'll come back and
fucking call back to episode 15 from 400 in the future. So it was, fucking who is it? What's his name? Steve? Is it Steve Hirsch? The fucking head honcho over at Vivid. The ever popular $1 million. That's what she got. That's what fucking everybody gets. With the exception of, I don't think Kim Kardashian got that. I think she got more. Again, her mom can work some fucking magic on getting those numbers on a check.
Well, yeah, I don't think she got paid for, like, they released that, like, it was released, quotation marks.
Oh, there was a release in that film. Yeah, I saw it.
But, it was a definitely planned scandal or leaked footage and,
and
faux outrage, just to build the brand.
And that's the thing that a lot of people speculated was it was fucking Kris Jenner that pushed that video out to get it out there. And it did. Like, honestly, what the fuck is she famous for? That video. And on it, hands fucking down, she's not even attractive in that video. I mean, she's good looking, but I'm not attracted to her as I am now. And I hate to say it, as fucking disgusting and ugly as she is on the inside, just ugly.
You want to put your disgusting, ugly
not anymore.
serum that's on your inside in her inside?
Not anymore, because Kanye's been all up in it. And that's just too much. Not because he's black, but because he is equally disgusting on the inside. So when his insides came out to the outside into her insides, it just made things really gross.
It's funny. Yeah, that's his insides came outside and then went inside. Her insides.
And now it's just really, really ugly. You know, they had a good looking kid, but that kid's gonna grow up to be fucking
over under 27.
On that one, they don't die. They'll never die.
No, the kid.
They'll never die.
Never die?
No, it's fucking
okay.
a Northwest Kardashian or some shit. I don't fucking know. But
it's weird how, like, you know, she's like like our listener is like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Will is on the end of her seat, like, oh my god, Kardashian,
right?
So awesome.
I'm
totally
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure she hates the Kardashians. I don't think she's a fan.
All right, then I like Willa again. But it's just, you know, real quick to talk about, like, how well maintained and, you know, her image is, because I would have never thought that bitch was like 5'2", 5'4", like a hobbit. Like, the proportions on her, you think she's like taller, and when you see shit, you're like, that she's a hobbit,
right? Meanwhile, fucking,
I love the South Park episode. Have you seen that one with Kanye?
No.
He's like, she's not a hobbit. She just likes rings and going out with her friends to mountains and stuff. And he ends up calling her. He's like, bitch, you explain to me why you're not a hobbit again?
Well, and she's got Khloe there, the Wookiee, you know, who over the past year or so has slowly started to look better. You know, she's apparently between her and Kim, there's a fucking ass contest going on, and I'm calling shenanigans on Kim Kardashian's ass. 100% shenanigans.
Okay.
And by shenanigans,
would you like to elaborate?
They make some kind of woman's undergarment that helps to, like, it cuts in a certain way, and it makes your ass all bubble ass like that. Now I've seen,
so they got underwear molds. It just molds that shit.
Something that it's like a fucking corset for your ass cheeks, dude. And yeah, I've seen her in the bikini, seen her naked, whatever. Like, there's an ass there, but when you look at some of these fucking pictures, dude, it defies
gravity.
Yeah.
Have you seen the fucking nude challenge? Like, what's her younger sister?
Oh, the lip challenge? Yeah.
Yeah, where these fucking retard girls are suction cupping big old fucking glass bottles to their lips.
Fucking survival of the fittest, man.
Making a mix.
But you know, back to celebrity sex tapes. I mean, the ones that are out there. You know, obviously the one that started it all, Pam and Tommy Lee, which I could have given two shits about. You know, granted, when it came out, all of us, my buddy was a porn connoisseur. And he just had, if you needed something to jerk off to, he was the guy to go see. And I'm talking the big, you know, movie folders full of porn. So he got it. VHS. Ran over there. We watched it.
That's a heavy movie folder.
We were all disappointed. Well, no, he had
movie folders with VHS.
He had DVDs.
All right, kids. VHSs were prior to DVDs. They were black rectangles that you'd have to put in the VCR, which was kind of like a Blu-ray, but it's a VCR. But when you were done watching it, you actually had to rewind the movie.
Be kind. Rewind.
Yeah. Be kind. Rewind. So you were disappointed.
Yeah, we all left that day going, okay, cool. Like,
you know why?
Pamela Anderson's in her prime in this video.
Yeah, but you know why you're disappointed.
Yeah, because Tommy Lee's packing a fucking elephant trunk down there, and it made me feel inferior.
Well, that too. And you've already seen her naked. She's already been in thing. I mean, she's already naked.
But we've seen her naked, but we've never seen anything penetrate. And that was...
Yeah, but that's like, you know, you've seen her naked, and while you say you haven't seen anything penetrate her, you have. You've been jerking off in the fucking bathroom in these mental images of you penetrating her because you've seen her naked.
Do I have hepatitis in my fantasies?
You do. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to contact all the women that you've been jerking to and tell them that their fantasy images also might have hepatitis.
Right. So like that started it. You know.
Oh, damn! I might got AIDS.
Kim and Ray J come along. That kind of blows the market up. You got Octomom did her solo film, which honestly at this point, from what I've seen of Courtney Stodden's, Octomom's got her beat. You know, it was all solo masturbation. No, and they were to the point. You know, then you got like the Vince Neil came out. That was old school. Like I could have given two shits about that. Tila Tequila's lesbian, her first porno comes out, the lesbian thing, and it was like that was the first time that someone of celebrity, if you can call it that, but she's a celebrity, came out with a lesbian tape. So she set the bar right there. No one else has. You know, Tom Sizemore came out with his that was just like, wow.
Destin Diamond.
I think he had his.
Like, you know.
Who else? Who else was a big one? You know, Backdoor Teen Mom. They ran a trailer for that one. The title says it all. Like, you know, this chick's getting railed in her doo-doo shoot. You know? Wait.
Because I am saying you don't need trailers for these, but I thought you were just arguing that you said there needs to be trailers for those. So
no, for face shitters.
Oh, for face shitters. Not
know?
Backdoor Teen Moms?
Girl takes horse cock. You know? Something like that that's like, I gotta see that. Well, it's in the title, but Backdoor Teen Mom. You already knew. You know? There's only one place it's going. In her back door. You know?
It's a weird place to receive mail.
Tila Tequila comes out with hers. I think it was backdoor and squirting. I've seen that video. I didn't see any squirting. You know, my wife always asks me when I talk about this shit, so you don't watch porn, huh? I go, I look at shit to talk about fucking whatever. Like, it's not like I'm sitting there, you know, you blow through it, you read the reviews, you read the fucking comments, and you get there, and I'll tell you what, man. She's still got no love, dude. That Tila Tequila. My wife can't stand her. Thinks she looks like an alien. Sometimes I think she's right. But I do. I find her attractive. You know, Asian girl, 4'11".
You got a little Captain Kirk in you.
No, but that sounds hot. Continue.
About Captain Kirk being in ya, or
yeah, I'll fucking boldly go where no man's gone before. I'd let Kirk be my first.
Boldly go where only Gingy's been before.
Right.
That's a shitty Kirk impression, but I was really just doing the pauses.
Hey, you know what? It fits into this shitty episode. But yeah, I mean the celebrity sex tape.
But the reference was just, you know, Kirk, you know, fucking aliens all the time. Tila Tequila looks like a fucking alien. You got a little Kirk in you.
Yeah.
You want to fuck
aliens? I'll go with that.
Really? It's just...
I don't know if I could do the green bitch. You know, I couldn't do the green alien.
Shut up. If it has boobs and a vagina, you're there. I'm there.
Yeah. Jonathan, move your head. I'm trying to record this shit. So celebrity sex tapes, like, those are all, I think everybody that's got the celebrity sex tape right now, I think they were easy picks, easy choices, you know, like, no surprises. I want to be surprised, you know, I want, like, who's a good one that if so-and-so's fucking sex tape came out, you would just be holy shit.
You're like, oh yeah, this was recorded in the 80s. B. Arthur pegs Andy Rooney.
Oh fuck, I'm paying for that one. Like, that would be the one tape that I actually paid for, because it's like, it's B. Arthur and fucking
Andy Rooney. She's pegging him. Because the big question on your mind, is she wearing a strap on, or was she really a man the whole time?
Like, Charlie, I think Charlie Chaplin porn would be fun. You know, just silent
slapstick
film, like
comedy. Like, He goes to stick it in, but she's too wet and slaps her in the face with it.
He's swinging his dick around as he walks, like I'd go a Charlie Chaplin one would surprise me, but today's stars, who's out there that would be like, I didn't see that one coming.
You didn't see that one coming.
That people would want to see.
Oh, okay, would want to see. Man, you're putting Johnny on the spot here. I don't know. Do you have someone in mind?
I think Emma Watson.
Oh, that's a good one.
Like, out of left field, because she's.
You know what?
Dare I say wholesome Americana, even though she's British? Like, everybody loves her.
This would destroy the internet. Like, internet as we know it would cease to exist. It would just blow up, and it'd be post-apocalyptic. Emma Watson and Jennifer Lawrence, lesbian tape.
But Jennifer Lawrence got out there already. She had the leaked footage.
But the internet loves Emma Watson and Jennifer Lawrence.
And
if they had a lesbian scene.
She just got done playing Spider-Man's chick, Gwen Stacy. And she was in Zombieland, Easy A.
Emma Stone. Okay, throw Emma Stone in there too. Three-way.
Now you
Jennifer Lawrence, Emma Stone, Emma Watson.
I'm just saying Emma Stone would
be
another one that would be kind of expecting everybody wants to see it, but shocking at the same time, because
think about it. Like, people would be like, "Oh, did you see Eel? What do you mean Eel?
It's stored in my spank bank.
What do you mean, Emma Lawrence? Three-way lesbian scene.
Like, it's stored in my spank bank, but I'm talking like actual, like, could it happen? I think Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher, they're overdue at this point for theirs. I think there's one floating around. Someone's that one's coming out.
All right. Here you go. You have it set up, Ashton Kutcher. He's like putting the video camera up, like, I'm gonna record this, and then him and Mila Kunis start going at it, right? You're like, yeah. Not that I wanted to see Ashton Kutcher, but yeah, Mila Kunis.
All right, I was a little worried there.
And then, fucking, who was his wife right before that?
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore. And then all of a sudden the door opens and Demi Moore walks in. And you're like, wait, what's going on? And they like look all embarrassed, and then she's like, no, continue. And a three-way between Demi Moore.
That's just weird. I would half expect Bruce Willis in a sex tape with Mila Kunis, right? And dead in the middle of it, Ashton Kutcher barges in. You got punked. Oh, right? Do the old MTV. He just punked out Bruce Willis and his fucking current wife. Like, that would break the internet.
Bruce Willis is like, yeah. And I'm going to continue getting punked.
I don't think it would phrase it wouldn't phase Bruce Willis at all, dude. Just be like, "Yep, right on. How's that feel?" Just fucking looking at him like, "You fucked my ex-wife, dude. I'm banging yours. I'm Bruce motherfucking Willis." Recognize
Bruce fucking Willis. Like, he's like, "Oh yeah, you banged my ex, but thanks. Now I can get something younger than 40."
Which I fucking A, dude. Like, Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore, like, there was a time when I found her somewhat attractive. It was honestly, the only time I found her attractive was striptease. Because she always had that bobbed hair in the 80s, early 90s and shit. When she came out with striptease, the counter to Showgirls.
Yeah.
I was like, holy fuck. First off, let me get past Burt Reynolds in fucking tighty whities, cowboy boots, a hat, and body oil. Like, let me get past that to Demi Moore just rocking it. And she did.
Get past Burt Reynolds like he's your warm-up or something? Or
Well, he's kind of distracting every time he's on screen, It's like, did you just fucking see... Look at Burt Reynolds, man. Like, what the fuck is wrong with him? And then...
Turd Ferguson. It's funny.
Right? And then to bring it on, like, I always picture... I like to tie striptease and the Dukes of Hazzard movie together, because I picture that boss hog and the character he played in striptease as one and the same.
Does Burt Reynolds play anything else but Burt Reynolds?
No. All of the, fuck. I read an article they were talking about if they had cast, the Avengers movies in the 80s, Burt Reynolds would have been Iron Man. I think that's accurate.
That seems pretty accurate.
I think that fits. Well, and that's a show for this week. We'll end it right there. Celebrity sex tapes, good or bad?
Good.
Good?
Just like porn. Porn has been good for the internet.
Right.
And technology.
All right. And if you've got any porns you'd like us to watch, if you have any erroneous opinions of your own, feel free to reach out and let us know at erroneousopinions@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter at Erroneous Words. Facebook, we're Erroneous Opinions Podcast. We're on YouTube, Erroneous Opinions Podcast. We're all over the place. If we were a celebrity sex tape, we're definitely whoring ourselves out here.
We are. We are stunting it.
We got video content up on YouTube. You can find all of that stuff, links to everything on our website. Visit www, as if you have to even say that anymore. Just go to erroneousopinions.com. For this week, I am Kevin Owens.
And John Winter.
And remember, guys, what the fuck's our sign up? Oh, yeah.
Opinions are like assholes. Keep them erroneous.
No. Close.
No?
Close. You got half of it.
Go fuck yourself.